So here for Thursday, we have reviewing commas and apostrophes. Now, we're going to be reading this passage, or actually this letter, and it is missing quite a few apostrophes and commas. So I want you to read this very slowly, very carefully. I'm actually going to read it out loud for you, and then you will decide, with the help of my pauses even, where the apostrophes and commas are missing. And also remember that on the address up top, there are also commas missing. And just remember that this blank is left for whatever current year you're using the book. So obviously 2021, but still make sure, because there are definitely commas missing. But I'm going to read it for you. It says, "Dear Myra, are you enjoying your summer vacation at your grandparents' house? I've heard that Durango is a great place to visit. Last week I went to Jenny Boland's house in Rutland, Vermont. Jenny's a good friend of mine and her parents are really nice. You should see their home. It's a 2-story farmhouse covered with weather-beaten clapboards. It looks just like a picture in a magazine. The Bolins have horses, cows, and sheep on their farm. I had never ridden a horse before, but I did all right. Sometime we'll have to go riding together, Myra. I had a great time, but it's always nice to be home again. I'll be glad when you get back. Well, we'll have a lot to talk about. God bless you. Love, Elise." So it was even a little tough for me to read this letter because of all the missing commas and apostrophes. Sometimes it was hard for me to even know how to pronounce the word because of the missing apostrophes. So carefully place them, and you can listen to the passage again if you feel like it helps. But just make sure that you're taking your time. Here for Thursday, we're doing another pronunciation exercise. And I know that for myself, I love these because you have to actually pronounce exactly what you see. And it looks so strange, but once you actually say it out loud, you notice what word you're actually pronouncing. So don't be overwhelmed by seeing all of these letters that look quite confusing. As long as you're pronouncing the letters as they look, you will identify the word that you're saying. And my only tip, or reminder I should say, is that the upside down E here is called a schwa. I know I've said it many times before, but just in case, it is a schwa and it makes a short U sound. So when you see that upside down E, make sure that you're making a short U sound. So if I am saying this word exactly as I see it, then I would be saying axis, axis. Now, is that a word in my list? Axis? It sure is. Here in my content words, I have axis. So don't be too overwhelmed, because as you say the pronunciation, you'll end up figuring out the word. And remember that the little accents here, the little, they're not really apostrophes, they're actually accents, but they look like apostrophes. That means you're going to put a little bit more emphasis at the beginning. So let's try number 2, just one more, just in case. So here we have si, si, S-I, si, right? Zers, scissors, scissors, see? And of course we have scissors here in our pattern words. So as long as you're pronouncing the letters exactly how you see them, you're going to hear that word in your list. Then here you're going to listen to the sound of the underlined letter or letters, and then fill in the circle in front of the word that has the same sound. So you're going to read the entire word here for numbers 11 through 16, but you're going to focus most on the underlined letter or letters because that's the sound that you're going to be looking for. So if this says parachute, parachute, that is the underlined set of letters. Then we have here treasury, j, that's a little different than sh. There's like a j and then there's a sh. Here, sugary, that sounds pretty close to me. Sh, parachute, sugary. And just in case, we'll read the last one, scissors. Nope, definitely sugary. So I would fill in sugary. So that's what you're doing, focusing on those underlined letters. And then on the bottom, using your spelling dictionary, as you are experts by now, use your spelling dictionary to answer each question. So what are the guide words for the entry word hemisphere? So remember that the guide words are those two words on the top of the page where you find the word. So wherever you find the word hemisphere in your spelling dictionary, look at the top of that very same page and the two guide words on the top left and the top right, those would go here. And the rest of them you are very familiar with, like the pronunciation that looks like this. The part of speech, is it a noun, verb, adjective, or adverb? Usually defined by N, V, ADJ, ADV, for example. So just using your spelling dictionary to remind yourself of what everything means in each word and each sentence.